Donnie B got the beats.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy. You already know what time it is. Donnie B got the beats, and you know we live on the beat, man. And you know we gonna keep this thing pushing, man. In 2021, man. This guest right here, man, is a real good brother, man. I've known this dude for many a good year. Man, you know how we do with the beat, man. I always gotta get this fantabulous introduction to how I met this person, or why I think he's so dope, or she's so dope, so forth, so on. Look, at the end of the day, this dude is he's just awesome, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, by way of just humbleness, engagement, how he engages with people. His work ethic was crazy. Even when I first met him, you know what I'm saying, I met him through the brother Nicholas Baker, man. So shout out Nick Baker, man. Hopefully he tune in real soon. But this dude, man, known him for a good number of years, man, and I've been so elated to just, you know, be a part of who he is and his direct voyage into who he has become. This man is man, I can't say nothing else, man. The guy is he is not a rapper. He is not a rapper, but he is an entertainer and founder of the DMV based nonprofit organization, We'll Rap for Food. My man Pro. What's good with your Pro?
What's good, man? How you living, brother?
Hey, man, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, brother.
I'm trying to look at the sky like you living, man. You know,
yeah, we got a result to smoking mirrors, brother.
Hey, COVID done remixed everything. I understand.
fat out, man. So how you living, man? How's everything with you, man? How's life been treating you? I ain't talked to you in many moons, brother.
I know, man. We've definitely got to do better on that front. I'm good, man. I'm out in Georgia now. Atlanta treating me good. Okay. Super active. You know what I'm saying? Musically, you know, PG is always home. DMV's always home, but you know, you can't really talk either. But you leave that going to LA. So.
I got a story for that, but
you got a story? Okay. You got a good excuse for leaving. You know, we had a real big stigma. You had to leave the city. Hey, man, chase your dreams, brother. That's what I tell anybody. Life is too short, man. Chase your dreams. Go get it done. Figure it out. You know what I mean? You don't want to live with any regrets trying to figure out, man, well, if I woulda, none of that, man. None of that. Figure it out. You know what's for you, what's not for you.
Exactly.
The risk, man. So I'm living well. Still creating. Just in a different city. Nothing's changed. It's still ZZ Gang. It's still, you know, We'll Rap for Food. It's still PG County, Landover, all day. That the same thing. Nothing different.
Okay. Man, solid love. It's great to hear, man. Great to hear. I'm gonna from ear to ear just because I'm so happy for you, man. Who is Pro, man? Talk to us for people that don't know Pro.
Well, Donnie knows Pro. He knows Proverb actually. So there was a switch of names. Proverb used to be the name I went by. Went for professional action, you know, and also just the overall connotation of wisdom and what have you. But we just cut it short, did the common sense thing when preparation reaches opportunity, and I'm at that opportunity. It makes me a pro. You know what I'm saying? The actions imply we've been moving in the right direction. So it's time to shorten it for the people. But ultimately, I'm just a creative man. I'm somebody that is very opinionated, has something to say, wants to get it across, wants you know, the connoisseurs to appreciate, you know, what he's doing. I don't really do it for for the fame or for the dollars necessarily. You know, I'm very much so into the craft of what I do and the science behind creating. So, you know, that's really my motivation with everything. So, you know, that's pretty much Pro. Is he's a persevering, very much so perfectionist guy that doesn't take himself too seriously at the same time. So
Good.
mhm.
Take us back. Growing up in, if my memory serves me correctly, you came from Tennessee.
I came from Tennessee, but I was not. This is the funny thing is everybody from Maryland and DC thinks I was like from Tennessee. I had lived in Tennessee for sure. That was my most recent place.
Okay.
I was born in VA. We had moved around. My father was a minister, so you know when I was about it, I want to say like fifth grade, we moved to Nashville. I stayed there till like I was like 8th grade, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to DC. So that's why I got my sports teams. And oh, you a Grizzlies fan? Oh, you a Titans fan? I mean, when I got into sports, I was in Nashville. But I lived in the DMV area for probably, you know, for longer than anywhere else. That's where I have actual family connections and, you know, friends and high school and what have you. But growing up, I'll say I moved a lot of places. Like early years, I moved a lot of places. I was a preacher's kid, so you know, I definitely had, you know, that religious influence and strong sense of morality. You know, growing up and what have you, wasn't really allowed to listen to rap and that type of stuff. Growing up, had to sneak to the cousin's house to check out Bone Thugs or some Biggie or some, you know. So it was definitely different, you know. My experience, I grew up kind of seeing both sides of the spectrum. I had some privilege growing up, you know, from the earlier points in my life. And then like right around, I want to say like 12, 13, 14, things drastically dropped, you know, in terms of the privilege level that I had. And that's when I started, you know, living in some not so nice neighborhoods and, unfortunately in certain stages had some not so savory friends and things like that. But overall, man, everything I went through makes me everything that I am. And it's definitely something I don't think I would change a bit of it. It gives me the perception that I have of the world, being able to experience the good and the bad, having a religious, you know, kind of scope on things, or a spiritual scope. I wouldn't say I'm as religious, I'm more spiritual now, but ultimately it has shaped how I view things a lot. You know what I'm saying? In terms of everything, everything, relationships, everything. So yeah.
Okay. Good answer. Wanted to throw this up there. People are already shouting out Alicia. Shout out Alicia. She back
Yo.
from PNC.
What's good?
Okay. Couch.
My apologies. I told you I just got an extraction, man. So my whole mouth is all swole up, man. I'm on all these meds. I'm trying not to slur. I'm trying to keep my train of thought.
It's all good, bro. We try. You doing it, man. We get you through it.
Feeling good. Feeling great, baby.
Definitely want to shout out the Couch. The Couch is they do their live music review. That's my brother Reds, man, for real. King. So he's shouting out, chiming in real quick.
Respect.
Back to you, man. How'd you get started in the music business? Let's talk that story.
I want to say my first experience with the music business was y'all, like you and Nick, probably. In VA/Maryland, I'd say I made the connect in VA, but we did a lot of work in Maryland as well. Largo area, right? Wasn't it? Was that Largo?
Nah,
No, Mitchellville.
It was Clinton.
Clinton.
And then we went to
and it was, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I started just having an interest in rap, and then, you know, when I started to hone my skills, I would really just look for people who were doing what I was doing better than me, and I try to gain their respect. Nick Baker, formerly Nick Bag, was one of those guys. I was a counselor at YMCA. I was like 16, I want to say. And every day I would just ask him about music, ask him what he thought about new verses that I come up with, or you know what I mean? Like I would always try to get his opinion, his approval on what I was doing and show him that I was hungry for it. Eventually, he brought me around the rest of the fam and people he was dealing with, including you, I believe, right? Is that how it happened?
Yep.
Yeah, and then I guess I impressed them as a young, hungry artist. I feel like I was horrible back then, but in retrospect, but like looking back at it, but that was kind of my first taste of really like recording consistently, understanding how to write out bars and getting the timing right, contracts, the whole nine. That was my first experience with like a label type environment,
Right.
and having not only that family element, but also just the business side of things and trying to be an artist, like as not just a hobby, but trying to make it an actual thing. So I say mid east, not mid east. It's two different things.
No I in team, right?
If you from the area,
Yeah.
mid east, man, I got some memories, man. We did some performances at some schools and some really dope records and some really great times. Early on in my career that laid the foundation for, how I see music and how I write and do things now. But boy, it's tough listening to some of those records for me. It's like, yo, man, I was so young, my voice, and it just my approach. I just really wanted to be respected as an MC so badly, bro. You know that. I was like hungry, like, no, you heard these bars, bro. You hear this bar, did you get that though?
Yeah.
Did you
you came through guns blazing for sure.
I really, really was pressed for that. So
now
that's how I got my start. Salute to Donnie B. Formerly, I know the other alias, but
Yeah, nah, listen. Look, so I'm gonna tell you the flip side of that coin, man. So Baker, I just came back from Hampton, and I was just like, man, I need to record something, bro, because I had just got my first Pro Tools rig. I'm in my mother's basement, like in the little nook up under the stairs or whatever. And me and Baker started recording some stuff, and Baker was like, man, I got this dude, man, you need to hear him. I was like, hey, I mean, sure, let me hear him. So that's when he brought me that. I think it was the demo at the time. So he listened to demos and damn, this dude, it's nice, yo. I was like, yeah, maybe set it up, bring him through.
Was that the pros and cons?
The pros and cons, joint.
Yo, I breathed on the glass and wrote pros.
Yes.
Yep. We took a picture of it.
Yep.
Hey, it's fire. I did that on Photoshop on the computer, but in real life, man, I went to the bus stop from the PG Community College to shoot that.
It's fire though. If people see the visuals, they get it, man.
That was hilarious.
But then, like I said, then you came through, and then we started working, and I think we took it to Boo Boos, and we had a couple. We had a couple of songs. Actually, I was just listening to 2 of them yesterday, and like some work. Actually got some stuff up on YouTube. I'll
That's the first time I felt pressure, because y'all was kind of gassing me like I was supposed to be nice, and then I was in front of Boo Boo and them, and I was like, man, I gotta make sure that I impress these fools because they didn't vouch for me. They didn't put me on this little pedestal in front of these people that's really making placements, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
turned out all right. That was like my first little taste, and then I was like, man, I want to do this all the time.
Yeah,
I want to do this every day.
But the last little full circle joint that I'm gonna throw you to is this. When you agreed to do this interview, man. So I was talking to some people out here that I've met in the last 5 years, real knowledgeable cats, and people out here in the West Coast is really really into sports, like hugely into sports, but they into music too. So I was talking to them about having you on or whatever, and as I told you, I was sharing the single that we got on here, and we got to talking about. I was like, Pro, he made some waves right back in DC, man. Like he kind of hit this one little record, man, and then it kind of took off, right? And it was like this kind of Jay-Z diss record.
Oh, that's the end. I guess that is the industry technically. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And flat out, people out here had heard of it.
Wow.
And I was just like, it was like, I remember that joint. So it's just like,
long story short, it was a Shout out to Jay-Z, you know, that's all I'll say. Shout out to Jake, shout out to Sean Stevenson, LeBron, everybody involved in that situation. Soulja Boy, you know, that was a good time for the city. I really that was a springboard to my first album, that GoPro Go Home Volume 1, and then the While You're Waiting. That's when I really started getting clout as an artist. Because at the same time I was on 95.5 battling.
Yeah.
On the radio. You know, I was like the champion for whatever. So that was a crazy time. That was definitely a crazy time. I like to create. I like to tell people it's the semantics of the situation. I don't got no problem with Jay-Z, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no issues with that, man. But yeah.
It's crazy though. Like I said, I mean, you never know how far your reach spans, man, until you get to shake hands with yourself. I mean,
yeah,
you know, work wise, you know what I'm saying?
big facts.
So, you know, just wanted to throw that out there. That way, you know. But let's go on to this other spectacular thing that you have
Talk
done.
about it.
What is Will Rap for Food, man?
Will Rap for Food was and is a huge. It was a huge moment in DC. Basically, what I did in around 2000. I want to say 11, 12, around that time. We were doing a number of events. We basically started an arm, a nonprofit arm to my career, but basically we were advocating, trying to, for the homeless, trying to rebrand what hip hop really stood for, essentially. A lot of people, you know, feel like hip hop was all negative. We were trying to show ourselves and everyone that, you know, different types of artists, you know, from trap rappers to backpackers to whatever, singers, whatever, we all could unite behind one issue and really take that burden on our shoulders and really, you know, affect something local, something right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? So we would put together events where we're making sandwiches. We would go, you know, distribute those sandwiches. We had toiletries, socks, underwear, you name it. You know, at the same time, we were helping a lot of local artists promote their brands and, you know, overall just bringing a sense of unity to the area under philanthropy. So over the past few years, we've gone through some administrational changes and switches. So we're going through a rebranding process. Hopefully we'll be relaunching soon and get back out there. Hopefully after COVID is, you know, done. And whenever it feels like it's time for COVID to bow out, then we'll be able to get back in here, get our hands dirty and really start to see some change in the community. We had some really dope ideas with recording and the kids and the community and community service hours, some other things that we had plans to do. But, you know, COVID kind of derailed that. So you'll see us in the near future, you know, relaunching soon. But those who know about Will Rap for Food and the impact that we had in the DMV area, as well as Texas and Atlanta. We went a lot of different places with it, and you know, partnered with some great brands and great organizations, ProKeds, a lot of DMV brands and, you know, artists as well. So I'm really proud of the accomplishments and what we were able to do as a team and as an area with Will Rap for Food at height. You know what I mean?
And I gotta say, it was amazing. I actually was a part of it for a short stint too. But it was definitely an awesome thing, man. And I gotta tell you, matter of fact, you know, I don't even know if you know, because I mean, I know at that point in time you were the boss, right? So it was like it's hard to reach the boss, right? I had to go through some people in order to talk to. But you know, and you know, I'm picking with you, bro. You already know. But I actually tried to pitch a pilot for Will Rap for Food.
A pilot?
Yeah.
Oh, like a show?
Yeah.
Yo, see, that didn't get to me. You know, we were on a show that never aired. We did the MTV thing that just they decided to X the whole season of May Drain. We had all the people come down. You didn't come down for that, did you?
In Atlanta?
You came down to Atlanta?
Yeah, that's where the pilot came. I literally had that whole joint. That whole time from when I came down with Joe Rob and War Child.
Yeah, I remember that.
I filmed the whole nine, even when we was at the homeless shelter, everything.
Yeah.
I got a pilot episode. I'm gonna send it to you afterwards, man.
Please.
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah.
Hit my line. Don't let nobody stop you like that, man. Hit my line direct, man. I ain't gonna do it like that, bro. We go back, man. You ain't gotta go through no channels like that. But that was supposed to be a huge moment because we had I was shooting for like 2 months. I was filming for like 2 months.
Yeah,
we trying to show the young man how to, the importance of giving back and what I had done in my city, and the importance of giving back and philanthropy and understanding, when and where and how to do these types of things. And I never saw the light of day, but those who know, once again, know. And actually, that kid is still rapping. He really wasn't that bad to begin with. They had me trying to teach this kid how to rap on the Made Show, and he could already he was decent. He was decent, but he actually reached out to me a few times over the past years with his releases of his albums. He's still actively recording, trying to make things happen. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
The inspiration y'all give me, I keep sharing it, man. You just got to keep passing around the light, man.
That's what I believe. That's our duty, man. That's why it's like, no matter where I'm at in the world, man, I still give back, man. I still do everything I can to help and bridge the gap, man. And that's just that. And that's why, you was always about, family to me, man. Like, what I'm saying? It was the same kind of way, you know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna shoot you that link after we get off of here.
For sure, please. I will definitely.
It's hilarious.
I'm sure there's some footage on there I need to see. So yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So current projects, what you currently working on right now, man?
Currently working on, before I go into what I'm currently working on, Blackjack is streaming on all platforms right now. Shout out to Bandwidth Studio, shout out to Willpower, Tessa, the whole gang, PZ, Hood Music, Mo, everybody in Atlanta that's helped me out with this last collab project that we did. Dollar Black, shout out Chris, the whole team that was a part of that project. So we did that in November. Last year November, I believe we dropped. So I got about 7 songs. If you haven't heard anything from me for a while, definitely check those out. That'll get you up to speed. The new project, Brown Paper Bag, amazing, is going to be dropping, I want to say closer to April. You're going to see a single dropping for that next month. I'm actually in the studio tomorrow trying to finish up some of the final touches on some things. So also, Donnie, send me some beats, man. I need. I'm always
trying to do a shameless plug, man, but I'd love to be a part of that, man.
Let's try to get something. Hey, listen, I'm in the stage now, man. I don't force nothing, so I always tell any creatives I work with, if it works, it works, man. If it works, it works. I don't care about names. I don't care about none of that. If it's a vibe, if it connects, let's work. That's it, So I'll say, check out Blackjack on all platforms, AllProAllDay on everything. But check it out, Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. And Brown Paper Bag will be out soon. Same thing. That kind of and just to jump into that real quick, Brown Paper Bag is gonna be really dope because of what it's centered around. Like the brown paper bag, it's not as simple as it might seem in that sense. I don't know if you know the how basically we used to use the brown paper bag to determine if you would pass or not, skin complexion wise. So we're gonna have some conversations about that.
Yeah.
We put money in the brown paper bags, drug money, you cover books with it, you know what I'm saying? It's a number, it's something that we're gonna address. It kind of embodies the whole hood experience and the Black experience. So we're gonna talk about a lot of different things, and I'm gonna challenge some things I feel like need to be challenged and haven't been talked about in hip-hop. Hip-hop used to be counterculture. I don't really think there's a very much so of a counterculture presence right now in hip-hop in terms of what we promote. Is pretty much linear and monolithic and thought, I'd say.
I agree.
Nobody's asking the hard questions. Nobody's really digging into the data to find out what the hell is going on, man. How do we get out this mess, man?
Nah, and I agree with you. I agree with you 1,000%. I mean, and just for clarity, I went to a HBCU that was south of the Mason-Dixon. So
there we go.
Hey, you already know, So
there we go.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's something that needs to be talked about, but nobody wants to talk about it. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, but enter pro, right?
I'm telling people now, like, take it or leave it. That's just what it's. I'm no longer making music just to be liked or any of that. There's certain things that need to be said. I'm realizing I'm a creative. I'm pulling this from somewhere. I need to say it. You know, those who resonate with it, so be it. And I'll do my best to, no, I'm gonna do my best for anything. If it resonate with you, it resonate with you. If it don't, then it's not for you, and that's cool too. But just know it's gonna be said. It's gonna be spoke about. So that's. I've always been that person. Whether it was a situation with Jay, turn your radios off, any of those, when it needs to be said, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put myself in the chopping block because I can rap. So like, if it turns into a battle situation, very, very familiar with that environment as well. So, also check me out on the battle scene. You probably find me under the battles under Proverb. The Pro switch is within the last year we've changed. So you'll find a lot of my content still under the Proverb moniker. But yeah, the new tag is Pro. When preparation reaches opportunity, that's what we on.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We actually got a single, and I came across it. Like I still do my homework on everybody, especially people that family. But this kind of went up the radar for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I'm looking for content, and I'm like, I'm upset at myself that this went by. You know what I mean? Like this did not come off my desk. I am beside myself. This song right here, I'm gonna let you talk about it. Talk about what came in the process, but it's called Free Black Man. This joint it's so many different levels, so many layers to it to unpack. The wording that you put into it was straight 5 fingers to the face, Charlie Murphy. But if you can't get this, then you're not listening right.
Yo, I'm just gonna tell you you're absolutely right with Free Black Man. I blame Free Black Man on the incredible writings of Thomas Sowell, Walter Williams, of Booker T. Washington. I couldn't continue to read these incredible Black minds' words and go about my thinking the same way that I had prior. So Free Black Man was a culmination, I feel, of that study. I recognize, I know we have a unique experience here in this country, but I was sick of all these other groups, immigrants and what have you. They come over here, they dominate, they exploit the capitalism, they exploit the free market, they achieve, and we just kind of waiting for a say, oh, we don't have no leaders. Waiting. Nah, Booker T walked 500 miles as soon as he found out he was free. Begged to go to school, worked his way off, built a school after that. That's the kind of energy and time that I'm on. There's no room and time to be a victim. I'm not concerned with what they didn't give me, what they didn't do. I'm not thinking about cops. And I don't care how it sounds. I'm going to be real because there's so much opportunity out here, Mo. It's so much, and that's not to say that they can't coexist. But what I am saying is at the same time, we like to occupy our minds with nothing but negativity and create narratives that don't mirror reality. They don't mirror reality, So I was sick of the narrative, and the song was really just trying to get us to understand, yo, I'm free, and I'm for real free. I'm not partially free. I'm my ancestors' dream. I'm not that other spin on the ancestors talking about, oh, I'm not my ancestors. We'll mess you up. Now, you don't know your ancestors then. You don't know what your ancestors went through. You have no idea how they thought. You have no idea the sacrifices they made. And I took offense to the Kunta Kinte cloths and the bended knees and the moral victories that they feel like they could just shove in our faces and we'll be happy at,
Right.
They've been doing it for so long. It's trauma porn. Now I have a song called Trauma Porn on the Blackjack album. You can find link in my bio on Instagram. Or I'm talking about how they just want you to see it. They just keep replaying the images. The reason they don't show other races getting killed by cops despite the numbers is because there's no ratings in that.
Right.
No ratings in that. Show a black man getting murdered 1,000 times. It's on every black person's mind and in their mouth talking. Everybody talking about it. Meanwhile, we're also experiencing the trauma by exposing ourselves constantly to these images. So now when I encounter police officers, I'm projecting fear and all the imagery. It's warfare of the mind, brother. It's warfare of the mind. And I don't want to partake. I didn't want to partake anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of seeing rich black people tell me why I can't do something.
Well, you better say that part.
You did it though. How you do it? You
Yeah.
know? I was talking to my homie Crank Lucas back in DC. I was like, bro, like, how did you win with all these white people just trying to stop you? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, that didn't happen. That's the narrative. A lot of niggas just lazy, man. A lot of niggas is lazy. A lot of niggas can't. Successful people are always gonna be in the minority. That's what I learned. So it's really about the characteristics you want to adopt and mirror. You want to mirror a victim mentality. There's always going to be a group of the population that accepts that and says, yeah, you're absolved of all responsibility because of your skin color. So you don't have to do anything, you know. But I'm looking for greatness, man. I want to be in the Hall of Fame. Regardless of race. Look at my track record. Look at my work ethic. Right. A good example is like I was talking to my friend the other day about there was a situation where these white women playing tennis imitating Serena, putting stuff in their breasts and in the butt to try to imitate her, loud hits and left and right. And everybody was, oh, it's racist, it's racist. Yeah, it is racist. She also has 23 titles. She's also arguably one of the best athletes to ever play any sport. Mm-hmm. She's also, to imitate is to flatter. Look at it differently, man. That's all I'm saying. I don't spend time on shit like that. I'm a goat. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You got something to imitate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's literally, that's why I was so disappointed. You know, I hope it was some other things going on when I saw her break down on that interview, because I was like, bro, like, you are a GOAT. You are a champion. You have dominated this sport more than most people have dominated any sport.
Right.
Don't take the victim, bro. Don't do that. We've been taught that. That's the difference between us and a lot of. You know what? Let's go into the. We gonna be on this forever.
Hey, listen.
But anyway, Free Black Man is on all platforms as well. The lyric video is also on Instagram, on YouTube as well. I talk about a lot of these issues and kind of hot button items within, you know, the Black community and what is blackness? How do we define it? How do we categorize it? Because it seems kind of ideological as opposed to skin tone. You know, we like to invite and qualify people's blackness based on what they say or what side of the fence they stand on. You know, you ain't gonna hear too many black folks celebrating Clarence Thomas or
right.
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. But you know, and that's because we definitely we have some divides within ourselves that are not just, it's not just color, it's ideology. So we have a serious talk in the Black community about what is our ideology. What do we stand for? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we still on the Black Panthers wave? Are we embracing that ideology? Socialism, communism ideology? Is that what we're on? Are we on a capitalistic mindset? Are we on a free market mindset? Are we on these conversations have to happen if there's going to be any type of unity. Yeah. Because Black people are not a monolith as much as they want to act like we are. We have to be able to have the conversations to talk across the aisle to accomplish something. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to do that to accomplish something. You can't just write everybody off that don't think like you or don't process the same way you process. So Free Black Man is, I'm free to think how I want. I'm free to act as a free man. I'm a citizen. I'm not less than a citizen. I'm not sort of free. I'm free. Free to get this money as well. You should get you some. Make you feel better.
Food, all these nuggets you just dropped out. With that being said, here you go. Pros, Free Black Man. Check this out.
Yeah, yeah.
And I present to you the eighth wonder of the world, the most incredible, the most resilient, fresh off the plantation, the free black man. Yeah, I said it. The free black man.
Bro, I ain't thinking about no white man. Listen, I'm alright, man. Tell me I'm oppressed every time I turn on C-SPAN. I just mind my business, I ain't thinking about police, man. Much more you should fear if you out here in these streets, fam. Niggas turn rap, they'll trap you for the cheese, fam. Hottest shit popping out the grease pan. Free man, free black, no chains on me, I don't need that. Little dough on me, yeah, I need that. Read that, freedom papers, I ain't talking weed jack. I want all the smoke like weed jacks, 3 packs. I hear feelings but believe facts. Sick, I need a Z-pack. Running with my ZZ Z-pack. So much speed he could relapse. Was an outcast, it took 3 stacks for them not to see that. Now I don't give a damn if they see black. Never back down, I'm standing on Booker T back. W.E.B. back. Niggas need to read black. If we knew our history, we know that we some free blacks. All lives matter, I concede that. Cause until black lives matter to us, I won't believe that. If that don't make me black, how do I be that? Please help me out, Joe Biden hit me back. Cause I ain't no slave to nobody but God. Guess you only really woke when you done with facades, huh? Look, I just told them follow the money. They convinced us if you rich and you black, that means you lucky. That's a reflection on how you feel about your mummy, how you feel about your cousin. Your skin is black and it's lovely. With hard work, it's nothing that crackers keep it from me. It's racist in the race, so what? We keep running or complain about it and keep struggling, saying you ain't your ancestors. Well, you sir are a dummy. It's funny, when I was here following the blueprint, niggas tried canceling Jay for saying true shit. Obama said the same, all the statistics prove this. Black male fatherhood absence is the culprit. Is that coon shit or gospel out the pulpit? Problems been the same since Ballad of the Bullet. Goodness, when they in the hood shit, I knew Black Lives Mattered before they co-opted the movement. White folks out kissing feet, shit is stupid. Treat me like you treat anybody you cool with. You cool it with the guilty shit. Niggas throwing pity parties, they don't even feel the shit. Kitty claws, bended knees, y'all looking ridiculous. What is the significance? Y'all got Grandma Gertrude virtue signaling. I'm sick of them, that's why I'm never minding these vultures. I thought more victories was for minor league coaches, and we major. If you in the know, then you know this. Group economics through the motive. If you in the know, then you know this. Group economics through the motive.
So we spend our time in the streets, and what we do with that man, instead of trying to change the white man in your mind, make you accept us, we change the mind of the black man and make him accept himself. And as soon as he accepts himself, he'll solve his own problem. He won't be trying to force himself into your factory and into your bedroom and into your kitchen, into your kitchen, into your kitchen.
Bro, listen. So I don't care how many times I hear this joint, bro. This is like this. I need more of this. I need this on replay. Like I need this on every radio station. Like I need this to be at everybody's house. Like to me, this is like the you know, and how say however you feel about whatever, but like you know, movies like Judas and the Black Messiah, American Skin.
Shout out. By the way, Free Black Man will be on the brown paper bag as well. So that's we're gonna keep moving. I tell people have an issue with it. Argue with Malcolm X, man. Argue with the legends, because that's all I'm doing. I'm repeating people smarter than me, man. I'm not no genius in that way. I just make it poetic. I just turned it into a rap. That's it. Tell Joe Biden hit me back. You feel me?
Not everybody can do that, brother. It's funny because I say this, so you know, especially with all of the Marvel stuff. Hopefully, you get the reference. But if everybody had capes, everybody be Superman.
Yeah.
What would make him special? You know,
very true.
That's you know what I mean. But this man, listen, that's my brand new 20. It's 2021. I heard this.
Hey, I know you gonna love this project. We talking about some funky, oh man, it's some vibes. It's some vibes on this project, brother. I'm really, really, really excited. And it's crazy because I love this feeling because it's not no huge label. It's none of that. It's just good music, man, and good people, and it's gonna be a great experience. I just can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, and I'm sure if anybody just heard that or experienced that record can't wait either. Trust me,
man.
No Pro, no, you can't wait either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta shake things up a little bit, man.
Yeah,
We gotta shake things up.
It's time necessary for sure.
Absolutely necessary.
So, anybody that watches the show know that this is my favorite portion of the interview. The hot topics. Hot topics are designed to get people to get an understanding of who you are through a series of questions. All right. So let's go at it real quick. 3 things you didn't know. What's 3 things you didn't know about Pro, or like you feel that the world doesn't know about Pro, or things that people assume about Pro that you'd like to clear up?
3 things that people didn't know about me. I like to debate. I'm a debater.
I kind of knew that one, but I guess that's a me thing.
Yeah. I like to
challenge minds.
Yes, exactly. You know, iron sharpens iron, swords, you know. I'm one of those people that constantly likes to challenge myself and the ideas that I've formed. So I'm usually in that space, and I get in trouble, you know, in my relationship probably for that a lot too. But but it's definitely something. And I don't debate about things I'm just completely not aware of. So usually if I say, you know, if it sounds like I'm trying to debate about something, that means that I know enough about it to have a good conversation about it. So that's one thing. I don't really take myself crazy seriously. At the same time, I can be kind of a troll. That is honestly true. I've had to come to terms with that myself. I was in denial for some time. Some things just have to be trolled, though. You know, I can't. You know, we just in a POC time where things are just kind of getting ridiculous. Like,
right,
Mr. Potato Head just got canceled. I mean, come on, you got to troll that. You feel me? Come on, man. Like, you know, Aunt Jemima lost a job. Nobody's safe, man. Nobody's safe. And lastly, I play 2K for the bread. You feel me? So if I'm a video game fan, big on the Madden, sports mostly, big on the Madden and 2K, you know. So I'm a huge video game sports player, and I'm sure probably this year for my birthday we might do like competition or something big, some type of tournament or something, because that's like one of my pastimes outside of just making music. I like to cross niggas up, you know what I'm saying, embarrass, you know, all that extra shit. So yeah, man.
I need to get your gamer tag, man. Not for that.
Gang Lord, Gang Lord, GZN 3. Look, I'll plug that again today. Go ahead.
Indeed. Like I said, we'll see what time it is for sure. Man, and I can hold my own. That's what
hey, I don't want you talking that, and then when I run you off the stick, would you play PlayStation or Xbox? Because I'm on Xbox, so
I'm on Xbox, bro.
All right, bet that.
I'm just saying. I don't run. I ain't ran yet. That's all I'm saying.
I'm a live stream it. We're
and
I'm back on the show.
If so ever shall be found that I get an L, I'm gonna just take the L. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather lose with dignity than run like a coward.
Absolutely. It's nothing wrong with taking the L. I'm just gonna make sure you remember that you took the L. That's the only problem with taking the L to me is I'm gonna rub it in, and then we can go get a drink. We can hang out, but I'm gonna definitely make sure you know that I bust your ass in this month.
Well, you know what's because you could be the troll, but I'm more like Simon. I'm patient flat out. The whole time I let the silence talk. I only
let it silence.
You like, I knew you want to say something. Nope. That's what I
so you be winning, be quiet. You be winning and be quiet.
Yep. And they'd be like, man, oh yeah, okay. After the game, hey man, that was a good game, man. Keep moving. I mean, man, I've done it. You got that.
You got that Kawhi Leonard straight face,
minus the laugh. Right? Yeah, no. I'm trying to tell you, I
straight face championships. There you go.
Some people's Xbox remotes out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about they have.
I've had a few of those over the years. Yes. The old break the controller.
That's unfortunate. That's all I would say. Unfortunate that you would do that.
But and real quick to add to the video games, I'm a gamer in general. So chess, pool, poker, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I like games. I'm a mental guy, so I like to be challenged in that way.
The Pros Gambit. That's new on that.
Put your money up.
Got you. Speaking of Netflix, what's on your playlist right now? I think it's the watch that you feel that the people need to watch in this COVID or post-COVID or in the middle of it.
It's so much out there, man. What am I watching right now? I just saw WandaVision.
Yeah, dope.
I'm on the WandaVision heavy. I don't know what people were expecting, but I think it's a great show.
That was awesome.
Especially now, if you've seen the most recent episode, they turned, especially the after credit scene. I was like, oh shoot, this is getting real. Yeah. Love WandaVision. A show, if you're not familiar with, definitely to check out is Your Honor. Really good on Showtime.
Yep.
Very good show. I've been also watching, you got to be in the M. Night Shyamalan, whatever his name is. But The Servant actually been pretty good. We on season 2, The Servant. I'm watching that. Also, I Care a Lot. That was great on Netflix. Girl, Scam Artist Girl. And that new Ozark about to drop. So yeah, I'm pretty good if covering all those bases. I don't know. I watch a lot of different shows. You know what I'm saying? It helps me with references and writing and all that stuff. I get inspired and we'll pause the show and I have a verse or I have a hook. Or it's always like that with me. So I like to watch other people's creations and it inspires me to create, differently and do other things.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? But that's pretty much, I'll say I'm not like, I think outside of that, yeah. I'm pretty good. I'm probably on the game outside of that.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot one at you too. For All Mankind. That's on Apple TV as well.
For All Mankind.
For All Mankind. It's basically about the NASA program. And they tell a story of the NASA program through the 50s and 60s up through the 80s, but they do it in a way that if because it was widely known that the U.S. landed on the moon first, but they tell a story from what if the Soviets landed on the moon first.
Oh, I did hear about that.
It's crazy.
I gotta check that out. I also gotta check out that Billie Holiday joint. I gotta check that one out too. Yeah. I heard that was crazy too.
That's good too.
Yeah.
And Malcolm Marie, by the way, too. As crazy as I don't know what, but Malcolm Marie is
Malcolm. I haven't seen that one either. That's with Denzel's son, right?
Yeah, and Zendaya.
I had to take a break off Denzel's son after Tenet because I was so confused watching Tenet. I don't know what the hell was going on. I've seen it twice. I'm more confused the second time. I'm just joking.
That's how I felt the other Christopher.
That was an interesting movie, bro. That was an interesting movie. Yeah. It was a lot of mental gymnastics. So they're going backwards and forwards at the same time, but they also exist in multiple. I don't know. It's
first theory, man.
Time travel is always complicated with movies, and you can either do it back. I don't know if you can do it really good. Like it's hard to me to get time travel right in movies because it's like I have that issue with the Marvel universe because I feel like they messed up with the time when they added time travel. I feel like they messed up.
I agree,
but I do like the spinoff, so I want to see what happens with this Loki joint. That's one I'm looking forward to. Is this Loki show on Disney Plus?
I'm just waiting on the Falcon the Winter Soldier. I just wish they hurry up and do it.
I want to see it too, but you know,
I'm just
he don't
saying
got no Captain America powers, B.
he don't need it.
Got no,
He
I
don't
mean,
need
he's
it.
black, and I like that. But I'm just saying, he ain't no superhuman at all.
Neither was
He a
Batman.
regular nigga with some wings and a shield now, and it feel like the shield is a little extra to have in your hands.
I agree with that, especially
You know
when you
what I
win.
mean?
We got
So you got a shield and 2 guns. How does that work? Because he had 2 guns. Remember? So now he got 1 gun and a shield. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna write it off before it comes out, but you know what I'm saying. I'm the biggest ones I was looking for. I'm looking forward to the not Scarlet Witch, Scarlett Johansson movie. What's the Black Widow movie? Yeah, that joint and Loki. I've been looking forward to Loki ever since I seen the scene in Endgame where he took the Tesseract. I was like, oh, they're gonna do. I know they're doing a spinoff. I knew that moment they were doing a spinoff. I was like, bet. Yeah. I can't wait for that because Loki was a lit ass character. So.
Well, low key, I'm waiting for low key, like I
low key,
double entendre, by the way.
Hey,
low key, waiting for the what's it, the Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, because they're supposed to. That's what the Wanda's leading to.
That is what I heard.
Yeah,
they're trying to merge. Yes, so that's gonna be interesting because they're doing the House of M right now, right? Yeah. But yeah, it's it's getting. You got to keep up with what's happening because you know,
and people don't. The people that don't know comics don't understand, bro. And it's like
I said, DC had an opportunity. I said, yo, this might be their end because they've exhausted a lot of characters with the Marvel, and now DC, the Joker was good. It was really good. I thought,
yeah,
maybe their new thing could just be villain movies, bro, and they could just kill the villain movies and. Marvel would have to figure something out because I think DC got better villains. That's my opinion.
I agree.
Okay, so maybe they could do it that way. I don't know, but you know, we'll see. I'm still waiting for this Justice League Snyder cut, boy. I can't wait for that. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That's a 4-hour. That's a 4-hour movie.
Well, yeah, but
that's what they say.
I don't know that I got 4 hours in me to watch it, but I know they breaking it up. I know they breaking it up an hour in a mini series, but it's like you know, but you know that's neither here nor there. We'll talk, but that's another conversation for another.
I know we could talk about that for a whole nother hour, bro. You know, I get into the movies.
So that's the end of that. Now let's get to the part that I'm sure everybody want to hear from P.R.O. So this is the verses part.
Yes.
So. Just shoot some names out. For whatever reason you feeling left or right, you can if you don't feel the need to say why, don't say why. But if you just if you want to, just go ahead. Okay. So Biggie versus Tupac.
Biggie. It's because I'm the kind of rapper that I am. He influenced. I think he influenced the actual craft more than Pac did. I feel like Pac influenced the culture, and he became a legend in death. But in terms of the actual rapping craft, I feel like Biggie he sent a software update through the industry.
It's a good way.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way he was relax and take no, the way that he was riding beats, and then he had bars back then.
Yeah.
You weren't fine outside of Big L and a few other guys. You weren't, So Biggie for me. Pac for impact, but Biggie as far as the craft, all day for me.
Okay. Jay-Z Nas.
Jay.
Okay.
Just because, what'd he say? Just because you don't understand them don't mean it. Nice. That's what Jay said.
Right. he had a lot of lay down, like
and I think ultimately signing Nas was the final checkmate in that competition between them, both of them. I think Jay-Z has he surpassed hip hop and music. He's on mogul status now, so I give him the war. He might have lost that first battle with the Ether. I thought Ether was crazy at the time, but overall, Jay,
Okay. Drake versus Meek Mill.
Drake. Meek Mill just took another L this week, didn't he? He just took an L this week. You can't come for Kobe, man. Come on, man. And if you're gonna do it, it gotta be a crazy bar. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't as offended, obviously, because I don't know Kobe, but I'm also in battle rap. So I've heard a bunch of Kobe bars since it happened. A lot of people have done it. So the shock value wasn't there for me. It just wasn't an incredible line. If you're gonna take a risk like that, it has to be in the same bar that you know you couldn't say no other kind of way. You got to be prepared for that backlash and not, try to apologize afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I mean. Everybody's so scared of being canceled. They don't want to say nothing. But ultimately, Drake's a better artist. Drake is gonna go down as one of the GOATs. You coming from a very different kind of place to hate on Drake and say that he's not in that conversation. I think. Okay. I mean, just being realistic, whether you like singing or not, like just song construction, consistency, impact. You can't really say too much about Drake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kim versus Nicki.
Kim. I feel like Nicki kind of went out kind of sad. First, I felt like that about Kim because I felt like she was kind of hating on Nicki at first, but then Nicki was kind of coming at every other female artist. I felt like at the Cardis and all these other people. I didn't really like it. I didn't like it. I think Nicki's talent spoke for itself. I think she could have stayed relevant amidst all these other artists if she wanted to, and she could have carved out her space. I don't feel like Kim went after everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is revisionist history, but this is what I remember. But I think ultimately there is no Nicki without Kim. Nicki even emulates the poses, little lollipop poses, the bent over drink. Like, I think bar for bar, Nicki might be a better rapper right now. But the shock value, she authored that. Kim authored that shock value. I'm giving you sex. Like, that was her. It was like, oh my God, we've never heard any woman talk like this.
Right.
So I give and also when I say Kim, I'm talking about like before she became something I can't recognize it as much. Love you, Kim. You're great.
Thanks. Okay, I'm with you on that. Escalated to the music producers. We're gonna go with Jay versus Tim.
Jay versus Tim.
Dr. Dre versus Tim.
Dre versus Tim. Timbo. Jump the Boogie was one of my favorite records growing up. So
I agree.
I gotta give it to Tim. I know Dre is super classic, but the Chronics. Has this album dropped? The album hasn't dropped yet. Still, the Detox is still. That wasn't it. The one that dropped wasn't it, right?
Right.
Exactly. So, but it was like an album, like to hold us over. I think.
Yeah.
Was it Compton? That's what it's called. Compton.
Yeah, the Compton album.
Timbaland, man. I think maybe it depends on what coast you from. Innovation, though, Timbaland. Timbaland production wise, his brain is like it's a computer, man. It's just different. It works differently. People come to Timbaland just, can you fix my drums? When I heard Kanye went to Timbaland to fix drums, I was like, Timbaland's go.
Yeah.
When you have the respect of those kind of guys, no matter what, they can humble themselves to come to you for something specific like that, or just the sounds they created, the Missies, the Aaliyahs, even what he did for Sierra, the drinks he did with Justin Timberlake. When he steps out, he does incredible shit. Like Timbaland's next level to me. He's next level. He's in my top 3. So yeah, Timbaland.
Okay. I'm with you on that one. 9th versus Alchemist.
This is tough. I met Alchemist at Rock the Bells when I performed some years ago. Very cool guy. Showed me love too, man. So that kind of, man, that might be a tie for me. I'm gonna be honest. That's a really tough one because I'm talking about that's Little Brother with Knife. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of music with Knife, and then you got the joints with Jay, but then Alchemist, he got the same kind of thing. Can I say one A and B for that? I'm gonna go either flip a coin.
Nah, it's
flip
cool.
a coin. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you say, yo, you got to spit on an Alchemist or Knife Wonda beat, and you had to pick, I feel like I could flip a coin and I'd be happy either way. But I do feel like they would be similar. I feel like they would have similar vibes. But maybe I could argue that Ninths might crank a little harder drum wise. Maybe.
Okay.
It just depends because Knife. So I go Knife. Knife Wonda.
Okay. I mean, honestly, if you say to both of them two, you gotta throw in P.R.O too.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that triad. That's a nice little triad right there.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's tough. Yeah.
So for clarity, this is the first tie in verses that I've done. But I can't even be like, I don't get it. No,
I don't get it. No, bro, they're two legends. Obviously, I'm gonna give them both their roses, but I just feel like they occupy a similar space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A very similar space. They give me a similar feeling. Just tweaked different. It's kind of like slightly different, you know. But Dilla, I give Dilla over both of them.
I
say Dilla. How about that? That's my answer.
Okay, I'll go with you on that. I can't even argue.
Because I feel like they both derivatives of, you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mustard and Swizzy.
Swizz for nostalgia, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I know enough of Mustard's production exhaustively, like off the top of my head. I can think of a couple records, but Swizz Beatz has the nostalgia, you know, growing up with the Rough Riders movement, and can be monotonous sometimes, production-wise, to me, for my taste, sometimes. But then some could say the same thing about Mustard. You can say the same thing because it's the same swing. You feel me? I'm gonna give it to Swizzy just for longevity, and for the artists that he's worked with, and forgetting Alicia Keys. That was really bad. It was a bad good situation. You know, it was very horrible situation. But you know, it's also Alicia Keys. That's the good part. But go for the gold, man. Shoot your shot. It's never too late to get what you want. Swizz Beatz is a representation that you could always go for the gold, baby. Even if you got a family and kids, you know, you could still shoot. Horrible message. Just let's edit that out. But you feel what I'm saying.
Hey man, that's one of those what is it, Harlem Nights? Hey, look, I ain't never come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just start crying. I think I love you. Okay. You know, I get you.
Yeah.
Kanye versus Just Blaze. Last one.
I'm gonna be honest now. Kanye has some amazing beats. But I also have to realize that some of my favorite Kanye songs are not necessarily Kanye production.
Then there's that part.
So that is where my brain is going right now. It's like, so what? I know the blueprint. I know the joints he did, you know, with the Rock. But then Justice, he did You Don't Know What You're Doing, right? That's one of my favorite records ever, of all time. Yeah. It was, that record literally sends me somewhere else. It's just off the strength. I'm sorry. I just Blaze, and I love Ye, but I'll say this. Just also has a lot of reach outside of just hip hop too.
Yep.
Didn't he do Toxic?
Yep.
Yeah,
He did.
Just,
he was on.
Yeah.
He was on Usher's Confessions album.
Yeah, just Blaze. When he wants to be great, he can be amazing. When he feels like it, when he's up to it. He might be in a stage now. He has nothing really to prove left, but Kanye pretty much in that space too. I feel like, but yeah, Blaze. And this is with me being a huge Kanye fan, huge Kanye fan. Right now, even.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't. Me, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, look. At the end of the day, I respect them both, but he have to understand. I just is because he's underheralded.
He inspired a lot of niggas sound. He inspired a lot of niggas like that live drum sound. I feel like some niggas kind of took that from him, that syncopation, that spacing.
Yeah.
This new Nipsey J joint sound like something Blaze there. I'm sure he didn't do it though. I want to bet money he didn't do it. I want to bet money he did not produce that. Someone else did, but it sounds just like something he would have produced. That's how you know a nigga influential and a nigga's sound is even bigger than him.
Yeah.
We pulling from a Blaze. I need that. That's how you know, nigga. I need that just Blaze sound. And you know what that means.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Yeah.
I kind of know what that means if you say that Kanye sound too. So, you know, I kind of know what that means too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of malaise in that. Well, you said just Blaze is clear cut. It's like, okay, yeah, you want that with the drums in there. You want that.
I want that knock. I want that crazy sample. I know you're gonna find a crazy sample. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Blaze.
Yeah.
Blaze.
So we made it through. So we got 4 more questions, then we'll get you out of here. I know your time is very, very you know, you got a lot of things going on, so I definitely want to respect this. So what's your thoughts on navigating the entertainment business today, man? Like in the verse when you first started, like you said, when you were in your teens, and now up until now, I'm sure that the game has probably changed at least once in that time. So what's your thoughts on the industry business today?
I think the industry today is a lot of power in the artist's hands to kind of pivot how you like to pivot. Internet has been the equalizer. So you have to have that internet presence. You have to have a grasp of how that social media world works. You know, there's a few people that slip through the cracks that are able to still succeed without it, but today that's kind of like a thing. You know, people are making records trying to get people to dance on TikTok too. They're trying to get people to make videos to these songs, dances to these songs. So it's kind of like reverse engineering. Like you making a song that somebody will dance on a specific app. That's crazy. That shows you how much it influences, you know, because if it goes, everybody knows the song.
Right.
And nobody knows the song because usually they don't listen to the whole song.
I agree.
I didn't know. Lay your head on my. I've never heard that song. I've never heard the whole song. I have no idea what that song sounds like. You understand what I'm saying? But I know that beginning part. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think the social media is a must. Having a very short memory with failures. You know, content. Yeah. Find a way to create that leverage, you know, your value in that social media sphere. So, you know, if you ever are talking to a label or a distributor or what have you, you can have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You have some weight to throw around. You know what I mean? So I definitely I'd say that's the biggest difference now is the social media and the internet, man. It's changed absolutely everything. Everything. Streaming, everything.
Okay. Black in America. What does that mean to you today?
It means that I am free as a bird, man. the opposite of what it means. The opposite of what most niggas would say about being black in America. Black in America today is a representation of the pinnacle of resilience, man. We got black people operating and dominating in so many different areas that I'm proud. I'm happy to be black. I'm happy to see other people succeeding. Happy to see people succeeding off things like coins and investments, and I love to see it. I love to see it. I think we're in the age of low-key black privilege. I got the ultimate trump card. I could just racist, sneeze it out. You feel me? Racism, you know, and somebody gonna jump. Somebody's bound to jump, and that's a unique place for niggas, niggas in general. You know what I'm saying? Niggas and niggas alike. You feel me? So that's two different. You know, that's a whole different space. Being able to kind of dictate, you know, how other people are seen. You know, I don't like what you're saying. You might get a racism thrown in your face, and then how you gonna go back to work with that? You can't.
Right.
You can't. And I'm joking, obviously, but I do feel like we are in a different time as black folks in this country where, you know, you have a lot of opportunities to really succeed and to create the generational wealth that we've been lacking, you know, through being smarter, not working harder. The same ways that our ancestors and our grandparents told us work hard, work hard. No, work smart, bro. Work smart. Degrees, if that's not for you, if that's not your thing, find a trade, get your money up, invest, work smart. Work smart, not hard. Not hard. That's not how it works. Dominate in the system of capitalism. Find a way to make it work. Settle your own people. Circulate them dollars. Group economics. It's simple, man. It's real simple. Being black in America today is a privilege. I'd rather be black in America than anywhere else. That's a fact. That's me, though. I would. Some people probably say nah, but nah. For me, 100%. That's me. Because, yeah, I like my Wi-Fi. You feel me?
You got a good points there, brother.
I like my privileges. You know, we got a lot of first world problems in this country, and I want to keep them junks. You understand me? I want to keep my first world problems.
Man, I like the way you put it together.
We all on black opulence, black excellence, man. Don't tell me how bad it is. Tell me how good it is. Right. You know what I mean? Don't tell me the obstacles. Tell me the opportunity. You feel me? That's what we on, the whole energy for 2021 and beyond. So I don't want to hear no bad news, bro. You worry about that on your own. Talk about the way to get over it, or we ain't talking about it.
That's deep.
Sorry, brother. You can mope and be sad with the rest of them niggas. They're waiting to do it. The ones who are obsessed with talking about everything bad. Everything bad. I had an old man. I never forget this. I was bartending. Old man was like 80 years old, something, 80, 90, I don't know. Anyway, he was very old. He was at the restaurant. He said, "Young blood, I want to tell you something." I said, "What?" He was like, "Man, if you don't ever forget anything, you got to watch out for these white people, man." Broke my heart, man. I was like, "Nigga, you are 80 years old. This is all that you learned your entire life is to tell me to watch out for white people." You give white people a whole lot of credit. I don't think they're nearly as smart as you do. That's just me. But I mean, I feel where you're coming from. You have a nice evening because you've literally let an entire race of people live rent free in your damn head, brother, for a long time, and you didn't tip, which lets me know you. Never mind. But that's and you know the funny thing about that is when he was telling me this story, I had just lost my roommate to gun violence. This was like 4 years ago. 3 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, I just lost my roommate to gun violence. And he's telling me, you know, watch out for white people. I was like, damn, that's crazy because my man just got smoked by a whole nigga. Well, no white people around. But I don't know. I just don't think about it. I think about what's in front of me, man. Right. I don't think about hypotheticals and none of that extra shit. So, yeah.
Well, I definitely understand that, man. And there's a lot to unpack with that statement for sure, man.
We got to have another conversation, man.
Man, listen, But I do want to throw a positive out there, like you said, and we have a lot of first world. You said
first world problems, yeah.
But I definitely want to throw a positive out there. I don't know how I feel about it, but I feel somewhat positive, which is hard for me to say because I don't know if it's a good thing or not. But hey, this is a win. That the rumor, actually, well, you have to call it a rumor in the entertainment world. Ta-Nehisi Coates just got optioned by J.J. Abrams to pen the new Superman as a black person.
I have heard that. And I have mixed opinions about it. But it's a good look either way for a black man. I'm just like,
but to explore the Steel timeline.
The Steel timeline.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the joint with Shaquille O'Neal?
No. Well, you know, Steel was one of the reincarnations of Superman.
Okay, so that is what they're doing. They're not doing.
I don't know.
Kal-El.
I don't know.
Because from what I understand, it was all white people on Krypton. So that's cool. You feel me? Listen, I just don't like this concept of us changing it. We got Blue Marvel waiting in the wing. I know he Marvel and this is DC, but we got Blue Marvel who's stronger than all these rappers waiting in the wing. Nobody ever done nothing with him.
Right.
You got a Black Green Lantern. Nobody ever done nothing with him. We don't have to change characters. We could just tell the stories of the black characters that already exist. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad at that, but you know, we'll see if they do the Steel thing. That could be a way around it. Like the Miles Morales thing, I wasn't mad. I like that multiverse joint. That was dope. Yeah, but that was done around the theme of a multiverse, which is cool. But if this is just, oh yeah, now Spider-Man's, I mean now Superman as we know it is black, and Lois Lane is Lakeisha Lane now. You know what I'm saying? And he's not kryptonite that kills him, it's high blood pressure, you know.
Spill some salt on him. He just
no salt is like I mean, if they go all the way stereotype with it, I don't know, but I think we have enough black characters to tell stories about, like they doing Monica Rambeau right now.
Yeah.
Boom. We got characters, we got representation. I think it is interesting. One of my partners, he brought up this. He said it's always interesting, you know, and I understand the desire for representation, which is valid. But he said, we're just given the numbers and the statistics of over 350 million people in this country, 60+% of which are white people. The expectations for representation as a minority are sometimes a little interesting to look at, because it's like most of the, you understand what I'm saying?
I
understand
just from exactly.
Numbers, just from a numbers place, not from like a, oh, you shouldn't, but more so like, yeah, if I went to China, I wouldn't expect to see but so many black people in position. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
straight, what is it? Do the right thing, man. We need to the wall. You know, exactly. They good in China, bro.
Yeah, exactly. you gotta take that into account, man. There's a lot of white people here. You know, so it's a lot of poor white people here too. That's another. Have you? They niggas will act like poor white people almost don't exist, bro. Though that literally is probably the most forgotten demographic in this country. Poor white people almost don't exist at all.
But you do still got to throw out there that they be like, you know, but they even though that demographic is poor or considered poor, they still feel that they're better than this demographic.
Yeah, but they're broke. So who cares? Nobody cares about your opinion when you're broke. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're broke, but we don't like you still. Oh, okay. Anyway, so what? Okay. I was racist in the race. So what? Keep running. You can't even keep up with me. Come on now.
Right.
You got no business. I didn't understand this classism versus racism thing until a partner of mine put me onto this story happened in Virginia called Bacon's Rebellion. If you look up Bacon's Rebellion, you'll see a time when black slaves and white indentured servants fought together against the governor, a tyrannical governance of, I forgot the guy's name, but that's when they started instituting black codes, separating black people from white people. You would get jailed for associating and being, you know what I'm saying, so forth and so on. That's after that those black codes happened after that point. So there was a point in time where things weren't as black and white as they seemed. They were class. They were a little more class oriented because they had to be, you know what I'm saying? But after you live a couple generations of black codes and Jim Crow, then you staple that dividing factor of race into the minds of the population.
Well, I think that's the technical part of it. I think that really that's all it boils down to is classism. I mean, that's just the straight divide right there, regardless. You know?
Absolutely. Class is the ultimate trick. If you think you could think it's race, but it might be class. You can think it's class, it might be race, but you got to just look with a fine tooth comb and find out what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just you just don't have the money, bro.
Yeah.
You're not in the conversation because you don't have the money. You know, I just read an article today that said that fat phobia is rooted in racism. Being scared of fatness. First of all, I didn't know that was a thing. I had never heard of fat phobia before I got on this interview. But fat phobia is apparently rooted in racism. So you not fat, you black. I think. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but I just find it interesting to see the mental gymnastics to try to find a way to deflect from the fact that I need to take a jog every 2 days, maybe to knock off these extra pounds. You know what I'm saying? So I've done a whole psychoanalysis on history and systematic oppression with a piece of chicken and drinking a Diet Coke in my hand and thinking that, you feel me?
I feel you.
It's weird, man.
I never looked at it from that perspective.
It's weird. Like I said, there's always gonna be people waiting to tell you, oh, it's okay to underperform because of all the things that black people have been through in this country. So you can always underperform because, you know, white people, you can do anything you want to if white people let you. Never forget. They can kick you out that high rise you in right now.
You know what I'm saying?
That high rise in. I see a white person in that big building over there, got the binoculars. I seen the gleam. Send you to the gulag, boy.
I'm trying to you see how I gotta look up to that one though, right?
You gotta look.
I'm trying to get to the top of that one.
You know, trying to get this.
We're moving on up though, you know.
Hey, piece by piece, man. Piece by piece. That duplex in the sky, bro.
Man, listen, there's so many gems, man. Listen, I want to take a lot of this, and we want to transport this over to Tupelo West for sure. So I definitely want
for sure. Let's do it.
We get Baker on there, man, because you know,
man,
that's gonna be even more jovial with time for sure.
And I know it'll be a good time. Catch up. I ain't talked to him in years, man. I would love to catch up with him too.
We're gonna set that up. It's gonna be very soon too. Like I'm a push for it because you got a lot of gems in there, man. Not even just like, you know, from a troll or a funny perspective, but just it's the kind of banter that I enjoy because it really challenges you because it's like, hey, that's funny. Wait, but that's true though. But wait, I can't necessarily say it's wrong, but but it's funny as hell though.
Yeah.
But I should be laughing because it's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's that part, man. But
hey,
you know,
man,
no,
life is too short, man. You gotta laugh at it. You gotta laugh at it to keep from crying. That's what I do sometimes because
you know what's funny?
Depressing.
Like you started out with the Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
And it was like serious with it. It's like, hey man, life's too short. And it's like that's the whole premise of what Ferris Bueller's Day Off was about. Yeah. And then you know, you like Ferris Bueller, man, going forward, man.
Right.
That should be your next album.
Yeah. I just had a bar about Ferris Bueller. I'm gonna leave that to the album. You check that out when you hear it. See, yeah, man. All right. We're gonna have to do another interview after I release, man. After I drop this new
well, listen,
project.
I'll tell you this: what I want to do. You pick when you do your release. Send me three joints from the album, 3 or 4 joints from the album, and then like producers or whatever. We'll have them on too, and we just gonna talk about it. We just talk about the action. We gonna make that the production, man. We gonna talk about that and break it down, and then joke and have a story about that, man. Because we gotta do a special edition for the beat. You know?
I like that. I like that. Full circle, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it. And hey, salute to you, still grinding, man. Still producing, making music. It's still inspirational to see you at it after all these years, man. I remember the rolling, nigga. So I remember the beat pad on the side of that.
Yeah,
I remember. So yeah, we also got to talk too, man. Send me a package. You know,
man,
we
talk offline.
We'll talk. Yeah.
Let's get to the end of this so we can get to that real quick.
And then
sure. So, what's your advice for any aspiring talent, man? Like people, young pros is trying to come up, man.
For young artists trying to come up, I would say, what I want to tell the youth out there, man. Don't do drugs, man. No, I want to, that too. That's hard, at least, you know. No, but I would say really find out what your motivation is. I think that's very important as artists. Find out, what do you really want to do this for? Once you figure that out, then it's going to help define the path to get in there, you know. So really figure out what is your motivation and really become certain about that before you start making music crazy and developing expectations about success and all that other stuff, because you know you're going to have to define it sooner or later. It's best to have it all figured out before you get there. Another thing is have thick skin. Have thick skin. Keep honest people around you that are not just going to coddle you and reinforce the ideas that you come up with. Some of your ideas will be bad. Be okay with that, and have people around you that will tell you that this idea is not compatible with this album, or this verse you did is not good enough based on the other things that I've heard from you. That is an important element to have, because that's the only way you're going to push to be better and push to be sharper. You know what I mean? You need people that are going to be brutally honest about your performances, about your style, about everything about you if you're going to be in this industry, because that's exactly what people are going to be, is very critical. So you need to have a circle of people already that are going to do that criticism for you before you already get to the main world. So you're prepared and you know how to handle it. Somebody tell you something about yourself. You want to get to the point, can't nobody tell you anything about your talent or your craft that you don't already know. Because I have honest people around me. I don't have people that are just going to tell me what I want to hear because they want to be around or anything like that. I got people that are legitimately going to give me the real, and they're going to help me be the best artist I can possibly be. Outside of that, don't be so hard on yourself, and be patient. Be patient. Be patient and find your audience. Find your audience. Find your playlist where you fit into the playlist of the world. Find it, master it, find the fans that vibe with that. Slowly build that out. I think 10 real fans is better than 1,000 random plays. You know, because that's going to follow you. They're going to buy merch. They're invested. They're invested in what you're doing. You know what I mean? As opposed to, I like that song. It's a good song. No, it's good artist. You got to hear this artist. It's different. It's different. You got to hear this artist first. You got to hear the song. I want people to want to feel the both of those energies. You have to hear this song and this artist. Yeah.
Love it. Definitely gems, and I definitely stand by it. I guarantee it. Like Blue Magic. I stand by it and guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
You know, definitely words of wisdom that people need to know.
Oh, do what we did too, man. Like we what is this? 20 years almost, I feel like it's been. You know what I'm saying? So keep in contact with those who started you, and you know, maintain relationships over the years. Don't burn bridges, you know. Be kind, be yourself. You know, take the mask off. People appreciate genuine interactions.
I long for him. I guess
Right.
I hate Sean because I'm just like, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's like, bro. Well, I don't even remember what I was mad at or what I was upset. But like, it's just good to see people that I know that came up with. We shared energy and went through a whole bunch of turmoil, this and the third, but then still come out on the other side. And it's like, man, it's good to see you happy, brother. Like,
yeah, man. Because you know, that's me know you're a real creative. You know what I'm saying? We're real creatives because you are real creatives always applaud creation. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you're still doing this? Oh my, bro.
yeah.
More power to you, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still doing this too.
Yeah.
I see you. Fishermen recognize another fisherman. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. What was that? What was that? What was the last one? What was this?
How can people learn more about you? But let me throw this out there too, just like you said, as far as by way of that last one, and just creators and understanding creation. I just wanted to throw out, brother. My oldest is 14, bro. About to be 15 in 3 weeks. And I know you was there from the beginning, brother.
That is insane. I have no idea what that person looks like. I have no idea. Yeah. You guys, that's crazy, bro.
Tajalik, she doesn't go by TJ now. That's Tajalik, and she's about to be 15 in 2 weeks. And driving
high school,
bro. The Maya, she's a music producer. You know what I mean? You see, this is genuine conversation.
That's crazy, bro. Yo,
she has like stuff that she has credible work. Maya has credible work, stuff that she sang on.
Oh.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's, bro, we've been at this a long time.
So you keeping the dream moving through the next generation.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The game became bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know,
let's get to the bag, man.
Let's get to the bag, bro.
Yeah.
But how can people learn more about you, man? Seriously, let's talk.
Hey, man, you learn more about me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. AllProAllDay. What else? What else am I on? TikTok, AllProAllDay. I don't really post on TikTok, but I say for the most part, follow me on the social media. Check out the music. I spill a lot of my heart and my energy into the music. You can find my last project on, like I said, iTunes, Spotify, all streaming platforms. It was called Blackjack. It's a collaboration album. So check it out. Definitely. Where else can they check me out at? Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. On here. How about that? Yeah. Learn more about me. Check out the beat, man.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
I've said a lot today. You feel me? So like what else you want to know? You know where I grew up, what I did, you know, who I worked with. We didn't cover a lot of bases. So, you know, maybe I'll start my own show one day. Maybe this will inspire me. I don't know. So
now you trying to put me out of my job, man. Nah, man, I encourage you to, man. So, you know, I help you get that off the ground, man.
Hey,
I'd rather be empower you, brother. Let's go.
Love it.
You know. But listen, man, it's all love, man. Like I said, I whatever I can do to be a part of helping lift you up, man. You know, you already know I'm down, brother. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. I'm sure Baker would say the same thing. We actually, if you got time, our next episode of Two Flew West will be in about an hour. And I can shoot you the link if you want. Okay. But you know, you see what we doing over there. Yeah. He knows I'm in contact with you, and he already was. Yeah, we need to get him on. It's just a matter of working out the dates.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You said in about an hour or so.
Yeah.
That could work.
Cool.
I'm gonna run to the store real quick, but yeah, I could do that. Let's make it happen.
But yeah, no. So like I said, at the end of the day, man, I'm just happy to see you succeed, man. You're. I love your free thought. Your way of thinking, your energy, creative energy, your dedication to excellence, man. Like that let's not underherald that, man. That's all that matters. Actually, you can't have a product or a staple without having a dedication to excellence. And I think that goes.
You see me come a long way lyrically and
just period. You know. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You've always pushed the envelope at every level. So I mean, that says a lot about you. So, you know, I got nothing but love and respect for you, brother. And
I appreciate you reaching out, man. I was happy to do this. Once I heard about it, I was like, definitely, without a doubt. And whenever y'all want me back, an hour or next, whenever.
trust me, we will. It'll be soon for sure.
All right.
All right. But at the end of the day, you got any other last words? Anything else that you want to throw out there?
Nothing much, man. It's been a blast. Once again, follow me, AllProAllDay, all platforms. New project coming out soon. Brown Paper Bag. Shout out Bandwidth Studios, Willpower, the whole gang, everybody that's over there that's been helping me, with everything. Shout out DC, Maryland, Virginia, PG County, Landover, Largo, the whole team, the whole family. And if anybody I'm missing, please blame it on my mind and my heart and all that. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, hang on after this. Like I said, if you got a few extra minutes, hang on. After we're gonna chat and we're gonna be out. But like I said, this is Donnie B got the beat. You know we live on the beat. You already know what time it is. This week we got Lex Lou from the 4 coming on this Thursday. Young Cardozo on Tuesday. Nasty Keys on Friday. Dr. Ebony from TLC's My Feet Are Killing Me. She's gonna be on the following week. We got a lot of work coming, man. Shout out to people who have paid attention. Shout out to people who have followed, and let's keep building this thing, man. This is a communication and conversation for the regular folk at the end of it. So I'm blessed. I'm honored. And I love everybody, and just stay tuned for what's next. And we got good things coming. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Peace.
Donnie B got the beat.